in North Texas and how it's not necessarily like always a good idea, or like it's not good always comes out of transferring schools or whatever. I know people always come up with the idea like, oh, I'm gonna transfer, like it's gonna be new beginnings and all that. That's what I thought was gonna happen to me. Like I was ready for a new start. I was ready to do more of my life and stuff. But sometimes it's always not good to force things to happen if it's not meant to be. So there's different experiences I went through. First of all, going over there, and I mean, they did make me a stronger person, but the hardships that I went through were a lot worse than it could have been. Like the outcome wasn't as good as it should have been for me. And I mean, people could have different experiences, but this is just my experience, and it's happened to a lot of people too. So the first thing was having to deal with the new city. I mean, it was really, really big. Um, I had to travel a lot, drive a lot to school. I didn't live on campus because I was already upperclassman already, so I wasn't able to live on the dorms. So I had to stay with some family, and I had to travel like, I want to say about 40 minutes just to get to class. I had to travel 40 minutes just to get to class, and I mean, it took a toll because, I mean, you're just waking up that much earlier just to get to class, like the inconvenience, it plays a big part. And also, I would say the tolls. I had to pay for tolls just to get to campus because there was no other way to get to the campus other than tolls, because there was no non-toll roads that went to campus. So that was also another big fee I would have to pay monthly. And also, just that commute in general was like really, really tough on me. Another thing also, I would say, other than the commute, was mostly the people also have played a little bit of a part in it. Because you're going to such a big city, you got different cultures mixing and everything. So that played a big part in it, the cultures too, and the people. So it was hard for me to find my place, honestly. Um, you know, Even the friends at the school was also very hard just because of the different people that you meet there and the cultures. To be honest, like it was either Anglo people or like Native American people, and a lot of African Americans also. So those three races, and there was not many Mexicans at all. So it was hard to find like people that you share stuff in common with, and it's just hard to like meet people over there. And here in El Paso, we're used to Mexican food. Like literally, there was no Mexican food, none of that kind of culture over there. It was either Middle Eastern food or Indian food and stuff like that. And I mean, nothing against the cultures, but it's just not like the type of food and the things I'm into. And also, the last thing is also dealing with the new school. Like it's hard because I mean it's so big, and like you're so used to being at UTEP for so long. Like moving to a new school, it's a lot bigger. So to get to campus, like you'd have to like get to the campus a lot earlier just to walk to school, because your classes are so far. Like you'd have to make sure your timing was like pretty good there. And so that's also another big part, is the timing just alone on the campus, and also like finding the library and stuff. And the things that people did over there were a lot different. So normally people don't go to the library over there at North Texas. They literally all just went to the Union. And at UTEP, I mean, people go to the Union, but not as much as they do go to the library. People go more to the Union over there at North Texas. So that was another big difference for me. It was a lot like noisier, and like a lot of like a lot more rowdy. It was not as like calm as UTEP is. So that was a like big difference for me. And I want to say the hardest part was probably making the friends, honestly. I was alone a lot of the times, and it made me like a stronger person because I was able to deal with things on my own and become more dependent on myself and stuff like that, which is a good thing. But honestly, I wouldn't like put anyone through that, like what I had to go through, like being alone like through the whole week by myself and only seeing like maybe one or two people on the weekends, and that was about it. Like I'd have to go to the gym by myself, I had to do everything by myself, and it was not fun at all. So overall, I would say if you're gonna transfer, make sure you do it with like at least know a few people over there, because it plays a really big difference. I know people are like, oh, I want to make new friends and all that, but like it's good to have people over there to like have a base to start off with, those kind of friends, and then you can build off from them, like make new friends over there and stuff like that off of them, because you don't want to go over there alone and start like from scratch, because it is like terrible knowing you have like no one there to like comfort you, like you feel homesick and stuff. Like it's always good to have like at least a few people there that that are able to help you out. And I mean, I say give it a try if you really want to, but like think it through like very good, because it's not always like good that's gonna come out of it. Like you can be miserable over there and you end up coming back home and stuff like that. So I say just think it through, and good things can come of it. Good things can come out of it. Sorry. So just do your best, and whatever happens happens. and just enjoy the journey, and that's about it. And yeah, that's pretty much it. Just stay positive if you ever do it, and just stay strong.